body if you don't wanna see me. Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all are already in here. It's lit. I just got finished opening Sacred Space. It's lit, you guys. So we're in Sacred Space. One thing that I haven't done yet is taking a sip of water. What's up with it? But no, one thing that I haven't done yet is open my Viracocha. So I'm gonna do that, and you guys are gonna witness it, and you guys are going to be feeling this energy shift. I want to make sure today that we're definitely in Sacred Space because I'm gonna be channeling some powerful messages from our ancestors, those that have walked before us, those that have divine, all right, messages that need to come through in a time like this. So I'm gonna take some water, all right, because you got to get that water. You know what I'm saying? You're okay. So y'all are gonna see me open my Viracocha, okay? In shamanism, the Viracocha is basically your energy field, all right, around you. So your energy, your luminous energetic field, okay, your aura is what a lot of people like to call your Viracocha. And so a lot of shamans or even just regular healers, we like to open our Viracocha before we conduct readings, before we share space with another individual. And when your Viracocha is opened, it's basically, sacred space, no judgment. All right, we leave the judgment at the door. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where you can be in stillness. It's a place where you can just heal and be in irony and balance. So a lot of the times when people are in their Viracocha, time just flies by. All right, so you guys are going to witness me opening my Viracocha here. I am going to open my iPad so I can see the comments on my iPad. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. Happy full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. All right, this is what's up. This is awesome. So let me open this up real quick. Hey, tell me why that one song is just stuck in my head. If you don't want to see me dancing with somebody. 3,000. Wait, how many subscribers are we at? 321K. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay. 100. Girl, you running your mouth. All right, so I have the live chat pulled up here, so I'm gonna mute it on my phone. All right. Yo, my vocals have been tweaking lately. Okay. So we're about to open Sacred Space. I've already called upon my spiritual gatekeepers that walk with me. I've already called upon my ancestors, my personal ancestors, all right, that be rocking with me, that be vibing with me, protecting me. All right. Ooh, Chile. This is some aura smudge. I'm not going to purchase this again for the simple fact that I can make this myself. So when I do remake this DIY, I will be sharing a video with you guys because you can make it yourself and make it even more powerful. But I did want to purchase it and try it out. So there's that. But let's go ahead and get into it. 777 people are in this bliggity tiggity iggity. That's how I know that I'm in alignment, because I'm a life path 7 for those of you that don't know. So let me stop rambling. Let me stop chatting, and let's go ahead and get in this Viracocha, the sacred space. So for those of you that are interested, how you do it. So basically, you want to go ahead and start with your hands together, okay? Duality, harmony, irony, coming together, coming into balance. You want to make sure that your posture is right. All right, and basically you want to put your hands together in heart space. All right, you want to take a few moments, you want to breathe here. If you guys want to do this with me, bless, do your thing, and you're going to feel that energy. It's nothing scary, it's powerful. Your Viracocha, like I said earlier, it's basically a ball of light around you, protecting you. And so when you do healing sessions or even just have deep spiritual conversations with this many people, you want to make sure that you have your spiritual condom on. That's what your Viracocha is. So, none of the energy or the thoughts that are being directed at you, can cause you harm, stuff like that. But it's also just a place of stillness, irony, balance, okay? So once again, arms at your heart space. You want to take some deep breaths here. One more deep breath. Now, what is your intention? My intention is to open my 8th chakra, my Viracocha, To step into a place of stillness, non-judgment, harmony, iony, balance. Your hands go up, 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 passing that throat chakra, passing your third eye chakra. If I'm sweating, bless. So mote it be. All right, up at that crown chakra, dive even higher. All right, and now you just want to go ahead and flip your arms this way. And you want to envision a wall of golden or white light, starting with your hands right here. And as you spread out, that white or golden light is surrounding you. My intention is to open my Viracocha, step into sacred space, all the way down. And you want to go until your hands meet again, or at least touch your chair, both sides. Okay? And if you are conducting a healing session or space, you want to go ahead after you open the Viracocha around yourself. I am now in sacred space. You guys are not a part of my sacred space, so I'm going to take my hands to heart. What is my intention? My intention is to open and wrap my Viracocha around all of the viewers, everybody that will be clicking on this video, everybody that will be tuning into this video at some point in time. My intention is to conduct a beautiful healing sacred space. Up, you want to go all the way up, past that crown chakra, all the way to the top. All right, excuse the sweat. All right, you want to go ahead and flip those hands over. Oh, wait, no, not that way. I'm sorry. I've already opened mine. You want to go ahead and flip those hands like this, around the person or the people that you are adding to sacred space. You guys are now in my bubble. We are sharing sacred space. There we go. And when you open your eyes, you just feel a big shift. This room has shifted. It's drastically brighter. And we're all in sacred space. Now, don't worry, before I end this, I will be taking you guys out of my sacred space and I will be closing my own sacred space. All right. So excuse, if you guys saw my sweat, yeah, I am sweating. Hey, we're transparent over here. Okay. I don't care what nobody got to say. My roles, all that. I love myself. All right. Every little bit. Yeah, that's so Sagittarius of me, right? So let's get into it. If you did any of you guys open your Viracocha? Did any of you guys do that? Did you guys feel the shift? I just want to know. All right. All right. Calling upon our ancestors that walk with us, the divine beings that are protecting us, that are guiding us. Okay. I'm going to call upon all of my ancestors that walk with me, that have love for me, that support me, that guide me, that protect me. I ask that my ancestors strongly come through here today. Use me as a vessel to channel your divine, beautiful messages for the people, all of the people that will be tuning in here in this sacred space. Come tell us all about this full moon and lunar eclipse occurring in Sagittarius today. Share the medicine. What is the wisdom? I call upon my ancestors. Come through. All right. All right. Ashe. Hey, I'm feeling the vibes. All right. So I lit my candle, for those of you, when I was calling upon my ancestors. I like to do that. I'm extra with it. But, you know, seriously, calling upon spirits, use some sound. Or even when you're cleansing energy. All right. I like to do this when I'm, like, cleansing people's chakras, cleansing their energy. You get it? Get the heaviness. Woo! Throw it out. All right, so I want to start off this live chat by sharing a really interesting spiritual experience that happened to me. Now, this goes back like over a week ago, and the reason why I'm tying it into today is because I just put two and two together, and my ancestors really got me in alignment. So I'm going to share a little bit of a story time with you guys before I get into this full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. If you're watching the freaking run back of this and you're just like, dang, will she get into it? Yeah, you might need to fast forward because I'm going to be chatting a little bit, but this is a really beautiful, interesting story, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So, yeah. Basically, I thought this was so freaking crazy and interesting. So about over a week ago, I think almost 2 weeks ago now, I had a certain experience that happened that was it was just like not void of course moon. It was like basically just, what is it? I don't know what you would call it. Geez Louise. But basically, it was just something that was very annoying and frustrating. And I definitely feel like my spiritual team presented it to me because it was medicine for me. I had something to learn from it. For those of you that tuned into my June 2020 predictions pick a card reading, I was group number 1. Okay. So, yeah, stagnant. I was group number 1. For those of you that are just curious, I pick groups just like everybody else, but I pick it like before I even read the cards. I try not to be as biased, so I just be reading the cards as if I didn't pick one. But I was freaking group 1, and if you guys remember, excuse my nails, they're like chipping, but group number 1 had a crystal that was this color, like it was orange, and I thought that that was just so interesting. Thank you guys for all the donations. But anyways, fast forward, group number 1 for the June 2020 predictions, basically it was a message saying that we we're in June, all of June, or at certain points of June, we're going to be experiencing some tests, some pop quizzes from the universe to make sure that we're ready for this new chapter, to make sure that we have grown. And lo and behold, Spirit presented me not 1, not 2, but 3. I think it was 3. 3 tests, all from the same person. And I'm not going to get too personal. I will say it was somebody that... It was a test, and I don't want to, put their business out there, but it was basically somebody that I used to be cool with. You know what I'm saying? You get the vibe. But now I'm solo dolo. I say to myself, but the test was with somebody that I had altercations with in the past. I thought it was over. I thought it was done. Mind you, this person has mental health issues. All right, they're not there, and I totally disregarded that when I fell for the test that the universe was sending me. Basically, the person, was coming up to me, starting drama, stirring up stuff. Spirit was testing me to see if I had grown, and I'm gonna be transparent to see if I actually walk the talk that I'm talking, because I'm somebody that likes to share the message of, just don't feed into the drama, don't fall for it, walk away, be the bigger person. All right. Shonnetta Bug 567 did not pass the test. I fell for it. And first time it happened, I was like blessed. No violence happened. I think it was either 1 or 2 times, or it was 3 times. This person, they won't leave me alone. And it's the energy of, I'm not worried about this person's worried about me type stuff, just out of nowhere. So I think it was just 2 incidences. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, with this candle that I got going on, I'm over it. And that's on period. But I wanted to present this to you just to show you how Spirit works. The second, I think it was just 2 times. I don't know. I honestly forgot. But the second time, the person had, just was following me around, staring at me. I said, what you want? I said, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? And the person just started saying rude stuff. So me, my Capricorn moon, I said some rude stuff back, and the person had said something about my mother, who had just got out of the hospital. Like I said, I'm not going to go too into it. Gemini season, why am I spilling this tea? Gemini, shut up. No, but yeah, the person said something about my mother. We was about to fight type stuff. And after all that happened, I was upset, but I was more so upset with myself and upset that I let that low vibrational, mentally ill, unstable person lower my vibration. It was a big disappointment. And I was disappointed in myself because how I let other people see me. I mean, that wasn't me. I let the anger take over me, cussing, yelling. All right. I'm just being honest. I gave in. I'm just being honest because I know that you guys can, maybe get something from this. And I want you guys to know that I'm not perfect. And that's on period. All right. So I will tell you guys when I mess up. I messed up, and I had said some very hurtful things. I had said that some hurtful things in the moment of anger. If you want to know one of the things that I said, I know, but I'm just going to be transparent. I'm going to be honest. I said that I wanted to freaking stomp that person out and just be reckless and do reckless things. And I said I would not give up if that person got hurt type stuff and KO'd. But of course, I didn't mean that. That was the anger talking. I did not mean that. That was anger talking. That was ego talking. But basically, moral of the story is I fell for the trap twice, not once, but twice. I fell for it, and I was very disappointed in myself. And after that incident, because you know, when you get into an altercation with somebody, if it's physical or even if it's not physical, you know, you zap your energy. Your energy gets zapped, even if it's just from a heavy argument. So my energy was definitely zapped, and I was just disappointed. I was like crying all day after the incident happened, just in disappointment. But also just, I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I want this anger to go away, because I know that the universe, my ancestors, brought that particular person with all that drama to me to see if I have truly overcome my anger, if I have truly released all of the built up anger and frustrations, not even from what we had going on in the past, but just from myself. And no, I had it. And so I'm going to be so real. Story time, transformation. And this, when I started wearing this moldavite, is when all of that chaos started happening. It's medicine for me. And so I want you guys to learn from it. The people that you have altercations with, the people that are coming up to you, you know, stirring up trouble and wanting to fight you or wanting to call you names. I mean, that person was saying rude, like mad rude stuff for no reason. I'm like, dang, what are you really mad at? But that person, bless, mental health issues, I guess. But ego, Shonnetta, stop it. Ego, sit down. See, woo, candle, do your thing. Okay, bless. I'm showing myself today, but it's okay. Full moon. I'm being honest. I'm sharing my story. But yeah, so I was not fully over it. So that day, like I said, I was just really upset with myself. And I was home alone. I was cleaning, trying to take my mind off of it because anger, okay? Anger. And so I was washing the dishes and I was just like, you know what, I can't. And so being transparent, I went upstairs to my spiritual room where I'm at now, and I sat at my altar because I was just like, I'm tired of feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, something else that was causing me to be really upset is I got so much good stuff going on for me. And so why did I let that particular person who, no offense, you know, doesn't really have much going on, no offense, you know, that's not even ego, I'm just being honest, okay? Why did I let that particular person affect me so much, causing me to be angry, causing me to be upset, and causing me to cry when I've got so much beautiful stuff going on for me? I've got this powerful soul tribe family that I can come on here and just talk to. Not everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? So this is a big blessing. I've got my own house. I'm self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? I'm really doing the dang thing. And I'm only 20 years old. And so I talked to my ancestors that day. I was crying too, y'all. My Capricorn moon was just letting it out. Because I have a thing that I'm shedding, bless, where I will hold on to things for so long. And I knew, and even Christopher knew, my significant other of almost 6 years, he knew, he said, I really hope that you release this situation, because knowing you will hold on to this for months and months and months. And in my head, I knew he was right. I mean, he knows me not more than I know myself, but he knows me straight up. You know, he is somebody that really knows me. He knows me a little bit more than my actual family knows me. But granted, he is family. So, yeah. And so in my head, I was like, I don't want to be in this anger momentum for months. I said, I don't want to be in this anger. I don't want to constantly have flashbacks of that altercation, thinking about what I could have said to really hurt their feelings. That's the type of energy that's the type of program that I have stored inside of me. That was a coping mechanism that I grew into as a child. Stepping into victim for a second. But, you know, the victim role, it serves its purpose. The victim momentum, the victim energy allows us to, you know, see, okay, why am I acting like this? All right, play the blame game. Why is it? And once you know why you do that, then you can figure out how you can step out of it, type stuff. So we're not dwelling in the victim energy. Thank you so much for the 20. Thank you. All right. We're not dwelling in the victim, we're sitting in it, we're honoring it, and we're moving forward from it. And so I told my ancestors, I said, please, come on, ancestors. You know, I refreshed my altar, I cleansed my altar, gave my ancestors fresh water, and I lit a candle for my ancestors. And I said, ancestors, will you please, all right, calling upon my ancestors, the blood of my blood, the known and the unknown, those that have love for me, please take this hate out of my heart, take this anger out of my heart. Please bring peace to the situation, purify the situation. And so my ancestors communicated with me and they said, you have a white 7-day candle, go get it. And so I was like, let me go get this candle real quick. And mind you, I already had lit a candle kind of like this in honor of my ancestors so that they can come to the light and, you know, sit over there on my altar. I got my altar over there. And so they said, go get the 7-day candle. I got some herbs as well, because at first I was going to hex. Look, this is the part that I left out. I was going to hex that person. I wanted to curse that person for speaking illy of my mother. I was so mad. And I told her that too. Something told me, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whew. And that's also a message that I wanted to share with all of my spiritual practitioners. Please do not hex, curse, bind, and anger. Because if I had done that, karma would have came back on me because she's mentally ill. I wanted to, so I had a black candle, everything. Whoo, I wanted to. But then I said, you know what? Shonnetta, this is medicine. You keep on, I don't hex people. I only do it when I'm pushed to the limit. And that day I was pushed to the limit. But I said, Shonnetta, if you do this, what is it going to solve? And I really feel like that was my ancestors talking to me. My ancestors were like, Shonnetta, if you do this, how is it going to benefit you? Yeah, her hair might fall out. Yeah, she might fall down every time she walks downstairs. Yeah, you know, she might lose all her friends, but what is that going to do for you? Yeah, you'll see her suffer. But how is that going to how? Just the satisfaction of knowing that you can hurt people without even having to touch them? And I said, you're right. I said, ancestors, you are so right. Let me be the bigger person. So I got a 7-day candle. I keep them on deck. You know what I'm saying? All of my spiritual practitioners keep candles on deck, all different colors. If you work with color magic, all of it. All right. And so I got the 7-day candle and I just started doing my thing with the spell work. And the intention for the candle is to, you know, help me not only with the situation, just purify the situation, help all parties involved, bring peace to everybody involved. So I'm doing her a favor. Bless. Whew, ego, shut up. Y'all see my ego be coming out. I'm doing her a favor. No, it's not about the person. Forgiveness is about you. I'm doing this for me. Because having flashbacks, not being able to go to sleep because I'm so angry and I want to choke the out of somebody, not good for my mental health. Not good. All right. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you. And so I said, all right, bless. I'm going to bring peace to the situation. I'm going to cleanse the situation. And I said with the candle, you know, because what I like to do, let me show you. Excuse me, I got the cakes out. Excuse me. Stop it. All right. What I like to do with my candles, this isn't the one, but I like to, you know, before I light it, before I add my herbs, what is your intention? If you are banishing, if you are cleansing, if you are purifying, you want to go ahead and do a sweep. All right. We haven't even talked about this moon yet, but this goes with the moon. So just follow with me. Okay. All right. Where's the frosting? All right. So you want to go ahead and do a sweep of your whole body. This would be like for protection or for love. It's red. Yeah. Yeah. I got the strap. All right. But yeah, you want to do a sweep of your whole body, your neck, your feet, your pum-pum. You want to do it because this candle is going to pick up that heaviness, pick up that hate, pick up that anger, pick up that resentment. Pick up that frustration and built up animosity. And when you light that bliggity, iggity, tiggity, the fire combusts it. All right, it melts, it evaporates, and your ancestors or your spirits, your deities will then take that weight off of you. So that day, keep going, keep following along. That day, I lit the candle. Whew. Woo, Chile. And so ever since that situation, I've been working the candle. I've been lighting the candle. And every time I light the candle, I light the candle with the intention. Let me tell you something. last night, I said, oh snap, tomorrow's the full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Let me make sure this candle lights, and let me show you this mother candle. All right, let me show you. All right, so y'all see the herbs. I got herbs up in here. We got some, this is hella lavender, but this candle is so hot. Ooh, ooh, I feel the heat. But this candle has been burning ever since the incident, and I thought it was so interesting that on the last day, this is it. This is gonna be burning all day, all night till it's gone. And coincidentally, my ancestors had me do this ritual, and the day that this ritual for releasing any built up anger towards the person, the situation, and from my childhood, all that, the day that this is finished is gonna be the night of the full moon lunar motherfreaking eclipse. All right, this is gonna be done tonight. And let me tell you this, last night, coincidentally, I fell asleep with this thing lit. I know. Don't follow in my footsteps. Never do that because that's so dangerous. But my ancestors got the follow up. I'm just being real. I'm not going to do that again. But, you know, my ancestors said, I'm going to let you rock this time. But I feel like they purposely let that happen. No fire happened. But I woke up today and I was downstairs and I was like, oh my gosh, today's the full moon lunar eclipse. Let me have this bliggity tiggity lit all day to really fully release any leftover energy. Because guess what? Okay, let me say this. Libra rising, chill out, because you all over the place. I went upstairs to go light this. It was already lit. It was already lit, okay? It was already lit. And I said, oh my gosh, I fell asleep without putting it out. I fell asleep without putting this candle out. So all night, my ancestors were really, you know, helping me shift out of that energy. And guess what I had a dream of last night? I cannot make this up. I had a dream that I whooped, and I mean whooped out of that person that all of this is about. I had a dream that I fucking mollywopped, dragged that person, and just was going in with no mercy. And I woke up, I said, ooh, Chile. I said, oh my gosh, Shonnetta, really? Why are you still thinking about this? It's over. You're not going to do this. You're the bigger person. Come to find out, my candle was still lit. So my dreams, my ancestors really, you know, showed me that with this last little bit of the candle, I really need to focus my intention on releasing, healing, purging, because there's still some leftover resentment. There's still some, I'm being transparent because I know that I'm not the only one that might have to deal with a situation like this. For those of you, because I've had to get books on healing anger, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this is going to be lit all day. My ancestors are really rocking with me. And I just thought that that experience was so interesting that I had a dream of that. I woke up, this was still lit. This thing is hot. Uchale. All right. I just got to be honest with you guys because I don't ever want people to look at me and just see that, you know, I'm spreading these messages and nothing ever happens. You know, I get tested and sometimes I fail. Sometimes I win. Sometimes I pass with flying colors. But, you know, on our life journey, sometimes we have to make certain mistakes so that way we can learn from it. And I'm not saying to just, you know, fight people and stuff like and argue and stuff like that, but because I was in the momentum of beating myself up for letting somebody like that, ego, chill out, shut up, ego, come on, letting that situation cause me to take like 5 steps back. But it was medicine for me, and I know that it had to be presented to me. The universe was just showing me, all right, Shonnetta Bug 567, you're doing amazing. Yes, you have grown, but you still have some work to do. All right. Sometimes you straight up got to call out your ego and tell ego to shut up. Let me put this back really quickly, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right. So, yeah, I've been vibing. But now we can actually talk about what we're here to talk, but that had something to do with it. But you see how in that chaotic situation that the universe, that test that the universe gave to me, the universe knew what it was doing, because the last day of the candle is ironically mysteriously on the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Okay. And I was just like, yes, spirit. Even though something unfortunate like that and frustrating thing like that happened, this is all that also showed me like, okay, bless. I listened to my ancestors. I listened to my higher self. I lit the candle and it's popping. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I have like a lot of notes. We're already 30 minutes in. Libra rising, chill out because I just be talking too much. Okay, blessed. And for those of you that want to know, today when I sat at my ancestor altar, excuse my nails, I gotta repaint them. I said, okay, I had that dream last night. There's still some built up anger and frustration, so I got my bay leaves. And you can get these anywhere, but bay leaves are really good for sending your wishes to the universe. A lot of spiritual practitioners, witches, shamans, crystal healers like to use bay leaves, and we blow our intention. You can blow, to manifest in it, or you can also blow to release. It's whatever your intention is. So if you guys have bay leaves in your kitchen, or maybe if you go to the store today, make sure you pick up some bay leaves. Make sure you pick up some sea salt to take your cleansing bath. And, maybe just some other herbs that can help you really cleanse. So with these bay leaves, you want to blow your intention in it. So what I did is I used one big one and I blew in my intention. And my intention was to really release any lingering, leftover, buried under the rug anger towards that person, everybody involved, and in general. And so after I sat with that, put my energy into it, put all that negativity and anger and animosity into the bay leaf, I burnt it, and then I put the ashes into the candle. So that's going to be doing its thing. But tonight, best believe tonight, Shonnetta Bug 567 is doing a lot of rituals. So let's actually get into this full moon lunar eclipse. Full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So I took a lot of notes. Also, you guys, later today, the weekly forecast collective reading is dropping. And tomorrow, the weekly forecast pick a card reading is dropping. Yes, I said it. I'm bringing it back because I felt called to do it. But look at all these notes I took because this is so important. So let me break this down for you guys. So I have out all the cards. We have full moon, surrender to the divine. We have full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within your reach. And then we have full moon in Sagittarius, because I pulled out that card because it's all occurring in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, then I also have from another deck, lunar eclipse, which in this deck, it's represented as change. Okay, and then the Sagittarius card, which is represented as I see the bigger picture. I am wearing Moldavite. And you know what I just realized? I'm not wearing any of my rings. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because that's not okay. Shonnetta Bug gotta stay strapped up. I love rings. I do. You gotta live, laugh, love. I don't know if I'm gonna wear my labradorite. No, not the labradorite. I'm gonna just rock with rose quartz and larimar to get these messages out today. So full moons, for all of my beginners getting into following the moon cycles or getting into spirituality, the reason why us practitioners, spiritual practitioners, really like to encourage all of our clients and all of our friends and family to really start getting in tune with the moon cycle is because the moon cycle, it's basically there to guide all of us, all of the human beings. We come from the stars. We come from outer space. And so many people are disconnected. So many human beings are disconnected from, connecting with our energy source, connecting with actually where we come from. And so with that being said, the people that don't follow along with the new moons, full moons, the eclipse, and they just don't pay attention to it, you'll notice that their life could be better, or you'll notice that, they just stress a lot over certain things and they just feel like all hope is lost and, you know, they're just kind of at a lower, you know, not saying lower vibration, but they just don't see things the way that we see things, the way that people that actually, follow the moon cycles and look at the, the natal chart of what's going on astrologically up above, we're in tune. We know what's going on because we take the time to study it. Okay? All right. So, anyways, what are full moons? This is important. So full moons, and I took these notes yesterday just preparing for this live chat. Full moons are all about things in your life coming full circle, because you'll notice when full moons occur, it's bright, it's bold, the sky is lit up, and that is symbolism. We can look at that as symbolism of, this full moon brightening every single thing up in your life. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. The full moon's job for all of us, okay, is to illuminate the things that are serving us, illuminate the things that are not serving us, so we can then take proper action to make the changes that we need to make to get the best out of our life. Okay, so it says here, completion of certain chapters in your life. You'll notice during a full moon, you're completing cycles. It's the end of the cycle, and then it restarts all over again, right? So with that being said, the moon illuminates many things in your life, all things, with your relationship, your job, your friendships, your personal way of doing things, your everyday habits. Are they serving you? So full moon, okay, here we go. It's a great time for releasing rituals or spells, banishing, cleansing, spiritual, physically, emotionally, and mentally. This is a powerful time to cleanse yourself, especially with that lunar eclipse. And we'll get into what eclipses are, but this is a powerful, just remember this, okay? Whenever there's a full moon, when you look in the sky and it's all a big circle, it's a full moon, it's bright, you can't miss it, cleanse yourself. Somehow, some way, shape, or form. Cleanse yourself physically. Everybody, we take showers, we brush our teeth, but physically, what are you putting into the body? This is full moons, it's a powerful time to fast. I'm not a doctor. Do your research. I'm not responsible for anything that happens with you, but this is a powerful time to go on a fast. And fast, you can fast from anything. Fasting from Instagram, fasting from foods for 24 hours, fasting from soda, fasting from coffee, fasting from a certain person. But fasting, food, what are you putting? That's the big thing that I was hinting at. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I can't do that today because I have a cookout that I'm attending, ironically, on a full moon lunar eclipse. But fasting, this is a powerful time to reset your body, okay? So yeah, cleansing yourself spiritually, spiritual baths. Full moon, perfect time to do it. Open all your windows, incense your house, get some ethically sourced sage. Palo Santo. Don't buy sage from Target or Walmart, okay? These mainstream greedy companies, I'm sorry, this is so random, but it needs to be said. These mainstream, can't even talk, I'm so mad about it. These mainstream companies are jumping on the wave of spirituality, and they're selling unethically sourced sage, Palo Santo, and it's disgusting. It's despicable. And the price that they're selling it for shows that it's not of good quality. Don't support that. Please do not support it. Oh my God, report, block. Why is Walmart doing that? Oh my gosh, come on. But that's besides the point. If you guys want to get ethically sourced sage or Palo Santo, a website that I trust and personally shop at is theshamansmarket.com. Theshamansmarket.com. Okay? It's just who I trust. I'll type it in here. But when I saw that, I was like, you have just won all of the people's money. Theshamansmarket.com. All right, there we go. That's the website. Okay, yeah, because Walmart be supporting the little kids in the other country, paying them like 10 cents for hours of labor. Don't buy clothes from Walmart. And it's not because it's from Walmart, because growing up, I used to wear Walmart clothes, okay? But not a good company. They support all of that child labor, putting children in dangerous work situations, not even paying them. It's real. Whew. And that has a lot to do with this full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. The truth is coming out, and we'll talk about it. But these companies that are doing dirt behind the scenes, that have been doing dirt for years and years and years, y'all, eclipse season, left and right, scam. Hillary Clinton? y'all heard about what's happening with Hillary Clinton? Oh, on the day of this lunar eclipse. We'll talk about it. But anyways, Walmart, trash, sleaze. They work with FEMA. I don't support them. But anyways, I digress, all right? So yes, cleansing yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally. Have a good cry today. Mentally. Is your mental health, is your mental state suffering because you need to fast from social media? You need to fast from the processed foods because there's so many chemicals in there causing your brain to do weird things. Okay, meditations are really good during a full moon time. Yoga sessions really good for during this full moon time, because the yoga, you move the body and you get to remove that built up energy from your cells, you know, your skin. Okay, so release. A lot of people ask, Shonnetta, should I manifest during a full moon? You do you. Everybody's connection with spirit is differently. Me personally, doing this for years now, I like to use full moons to release. So I'm not manifesting, I'm not scripting. I am setting the intention to release all that doesn't serve me, to release the built up anger, to heal from childhood traumas, to release the resentment, to release the beef, the animosity. This is a powerful time to release, okay? You want to quit smoking, quit drinking, do it. All right, this is the time to set your intention. So yes, you're setting your intentions, but you're setting your intentions to release, okay? So full moon eclipse, okay, the eclipses, and we are now in eclipse season throughout June and July. I believe there will be 3 more eclipses, and let's talk about what they are. What exactly is a lunar eclipse, okay? A lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. A lunar eclipse can only occur on the night of the full moon. So this is special. This is a portal. This is a gateway. All right. So lunar eclipse, it's a big energy of change, transformation. So anytime we collectively go through eclipses and eclipse season, change, left, right, everywhere you look, people are changing. People are doing things differently. Okay, you see what's going on globally in the world right now. That's not a coincidence. You cannot tell me astrology and the moon cycles don't affect us humans, because it does. All right, it really does. There's so much change happening, but guess what? For the better. And I'm super excited to talk to you guys. So eclipses look at the eclipses as a reset button. Look at the eclipses as you getting a chance to hit a button to reset and recharge your life. And it's actually interesting because a video that I'm going to be uploading, yeah, it's 11:55. That's awesome. I'm in alignment. A video that I'm going to be uploading this upcoming week. It's not tarot related, but it's spiritual related, and I'm super excited for it. I guess I can let you guys know. It's going to be basically kind of like a day in the life, but it's going to be a day in the life of me spiritually resetting my life, like literally like getting myself together, because everything that's been happening in the world globally, everything that we're seeing on social media, it's really affecting our mental health. It's really penetrating our subconscious, and I'm in need of a reset, recharge, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a day where I'm going to be spiritually resetting myself and, you know, getting my life in order in all areas, and I'm gonna tie spirituality into it, and you guys are gonna see it. So I'm gonna be posting that on this main channel. I'm really excited for you guys to watch that, and this is like the perfect time, so it will be up this upcoming week, mark my words, and I'm super excited for it. And change, look at that, because Shonetta's Divine Tarot never used to make videos like that, but I've been wanting to, but I never got around to it. Boom, the lunar eclipse happens in Sagittarius. I'm expanding my horizons. I am putting myself out there more for my platform to see and learn from it, okay? Learning, you guys are going to learn a lot from a lot of the upcoming videos that I have, but that's just an example. So I'm showing you guys, this is just like a life example basically, so you see right now how the eclipse, excuse me, stuttering, how the eclipse is affecting me is I'm expanding myself. I'm making changes. I'm doing different things that's going to serve humanity, the world, So eclipses, it's also about leveling up in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't stay at the same chapter forever. Of course, on my channel, I'm still going to be making the pick of cards. I'm still going to be doing the weekly forecast. I'm still going to be doing everything that I'm currently doing. I'm just adding, I'm just adding more of it because that's what I feel called to do. So we're leveling up. All right. Eclipses are also about releasing old dogmas and programming. Whew. And with this one, globally, as a collective, thank you guys for all the donations. Globally, as a collective, that is real. You guys are about to see, with this eclipse season, there's going to be big changes, especially with this being Sagittarius, with our law, all of it. So we'll see how that plays out. It could either be really good change or, at first it can be like, oh my gosh, this is scary. I don't know if I want this. But in the long run, remember, everything conspires to support us in our wholeness. We're going to be good. All right. So this is a new way of viewing the world. Eclipses gives us a new way of viewing the world. So basically putting it in perspective, the glasses, the contact lenses that we are all wearing right now, the prescription is outdated. It's like all of us as a collective, we're using contact lenses and glasses that are from 2002 and it's about to be 2021. Something's not adding up. So the eclipse, all right, the eclipses that we're stepping into, they're going to be like, take off those glasses, baby. Take off those contacts. Put these in. Here you go. And then when we put them on, it's like, we see the bigger picture. Oh, yes. Okay. So the lunar eclipse energy is equivalent to the 5 of Cups in the tarot. Did you know that? The lunar eclipse energy is equivalent to the 5 of Cups in the tarot. And in the tarot, the 5 of Cups is depicted as somebody that, something has ended. All right, something has ended. Their 3 cups have spilleth over and they're sad, they're upset. They weren't ready for that. They liked what they had, but standing behind them is 2 cups filled up with amazingness. But the person that's grieving, they're not realizing like, oh my gosh, I still have 2 cups behind me. All is not lost. So the eclipses always, no matter who you are, they always cause you to go through a 5 of Cups energy. Whoa, that just ended. I wasn't expecting to end my 10-year marriage. I just wasn't expecting that. Phew, something better. I wasn't expecting to just freaking up and quit my job. Like, I was not going in there with that intention. Phew, something better. All right. Oh my gosh, I've been a teacher for 12 years. I can't believe now I want to do tarot full time. Phew, something better. You see? So however, whatever ends, because eclipses do represent endings, but new beginnings. That's something to just take into consideration. Now let's talk about the fact that this is all occurring in Sagittarius, okay? So Sagittarius, it's ruled by Jupiter. So I really want you guys to not be afraid. Don't be fearful of this particular eclipse because, Jupiter's energy, Jupiter's currently in retrograde. All right. So it's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? At first, we might not realize why certain things are happening, but once we really get into that momentum, that energy, we're going to know. All right, straight up. 8. But seriously, so Jupiter energy, and this is also bringing good luck, abundance. So I really feel like, with this particular eclipse that's occurring today, a shift in luck for the better. So make sure that you're cleansing yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. This is a day where you don't want to skip a spiritual bath. You really want to cleanse yourself head to toe. Cleanse your house as well. Play some 432 frequency healing music. Put that joint on all the way up and let it just vibrate through your house. Get your singing bowls out. You can cleanse with sound. Okay, you can cleanse with this sound too. Of course, the spirits really, depending on if you're calling in like your ancestors that like this stuff. But if you just want to get rid of certain spirits, certain sounds They don't like. But I personally like, well, I use it for both. It's all about your intention. So all of my spiritual people and all the people that are new into spirituality, intention is the most important things. And it's not about, what you have or what you use. It's really about your intention. So just remember that. But with this lunar eclipse happening in Sagittarius, this is going to bring really big really big. Strange. Wow, strange just came through. Wow, okay, spirit. Really big change, transformation for our freedom and truth. Freedom and truth. And let me ask you guys, what's going on right now? What are you seeing all over social media? Okay, what are you seeing? People are speaking, people are not stopping until all of us as people, as human beings, because at the end of the day, there's only one race, the human race. Races and nationalities were simply created. Once again, outdated programming, outdated ways of viewing the world. Races, nationalities, races were created to separate the people. Because when all of the people, all of the human race, no matter what the shade is, when the people come together, we're unstoppable. And so way back, they knew that. They saw that. So causing separations, dividing up people because of their skin color, because of, how they looked and the hair that they had, that was purposeful. Not with the good intention. Because remind you, all of that occurred in the Piscean age. Let's talk about the Piscean age. The Piscean age was more sensitive. It was the age when the particular doctrine that a lot of people follow to this day, that was the age that this doctrine, the Bible, Christianity, was created. And might step on some toes. The truth, Sagittarius, looking at the bigger picture. All right, leave ego at the door. Religion was, in fact, created to instill fear in the people. You'll notice, you read the doctrine, and of course, the doctrine does have some truths in there, but a lot of the truths were weighed down by really, just adding their own words, adding their own twist to it, all right? And I'm not going to debate. I'm speaking my truth. My truth might be different from your truth, but what my ancestors are communicating with me and what my ancestors have brought to my attention is that all religions are fear-based. All of them. That's why stepping into the age of Aquarius, all of us as a collective are waking up and realizing, it's source. It's one source. It's one divine being. Okay. And so however you choose to connect with source is up to you. It's all about, freedom and doing what you feel called to do. So with that being said, what you can expect days after this full moon, wait till you guys watch the video that I'm dropping later today, that weekly forecast reading, all about what's happening this week. Literally at the end of the video, you guys are gonna have to watch it, but final messages, a lot of truth, a lot of secrets are gonna be uncovered, and it's gonna stir up some anger. And I feel like it's really gonna, people are gonna open their eyes and be like, wow, I cannot believe I supported this person. I cannot believe that I fell for the trap. And with this a Sagittarius energy, you see this card, it's all about seeing. It's all about taking a few steps back and seeing the bigger picture. Why were certain doctrines created in the first place? And now that the particular people that created that doctrine, now that they're seeing all of the people, the human race, reunite and come together in unity and harmony and irony, they're getting scared. That's just what it is. And so this is the rebellion energy. This is the energy of fighting for a really good cause. All right. This is the energy of freedom, truth. All right. Also Sagittarius is also the energy of exploration, exploring. So a lot of dirt, a lot of heavy things that have gone on behind the scenes for years. People are starting to look into it. People are starting to bring up old cases that should have been brought up years ago, dirt that the higher up and elites have been doing for years is coming to the surface. Research about what's going on with Hillary Clinton right now. I suggest all of you guys watch Young Pharaoh's videos. Watch Young Pharaoh, get woke, get educated. There's a lot of sick, nasty, tainted things that go on in the celebrities world, the higher ups. These people, sick, disgusting. And as we shift deeper and deeper into these eclipses, celebrities, music artists, people on television tell lies to your vision. Truth is coming out. Truth is coming out. Because if you pay attention to what's going on, if you pay attention to what's going on, it's just, should I keep going? Come on now, Spirit, let me know. Come on. But basically, you know, a lot of these people we've never met. We don't know these people, but the TV, tell lies to your vision, told us, oh, you can trust these people. Oh, they sing good. Oh, everybody likes them. They go to concerts. These celebrities can't think for themselves anymore. A lot of these celebrities, they're not doing drugs for fun. They're doing drugs because they're miserable, because they have lost all control. They don't have free will. They can't say what they want to say. They cannot say what they want to say. A lot of these songs, and I'm notorious for talking about the trash music, but now that these eclipses are coming out, more spiritual practitioners and influencers are speaking on it. And that makes me so happy, because a lot of these music artists, singers, and celebrities are trying to speak up for the injustice in the world. You're causing it. You're causing the injustice, the violence, the black on black crime. These rappers, these singers, what are they always talking about? What is their message? And how long have they been doing it? For years, years, years. It's an agenda. It's an agenda. Some might call me crazy, but I'm spitting facts. This Moldavite got me vibing. I'm being real with you. And everything that's going on in the world right now, it's strange. It's mysterious. Why the freak did they feel like during the whole pandemic, why did they feel the need to go to freaking space? Why? Thank you for the shout out. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much, magical goddess. You're my spirit guide. Thank you, spirit. Thank you for confirmation. Bless, gratitude. But seriously, why? Why did they feel the need to go to space? The moment I saw that, I called Cap. No cap, for real. And that's on God, period, poo. All right, I called Cap because during a pandemic, okay? That didn't work for him. Look, me being connected, me being in tune, me being a life path 7, I see bullcrap when I see it. And the whole COVID thing, there was definitely something going on there. And I definitely feel like it was man-made. That's facts. I got to watch how much I say. It's man-made. Unfortunately, people did die from it. But that was not, like, they know how to get rid of it. You know, they know how to get rid of it. That was all cap. And now all of a sudden it's gone. Everybody said it. Everybody that did predictions on it, it's just going to magically disappear. And look what it's doing now. So the mask stuff, I personally do not like wearing a mask. And that was an agenda in itself, because if you don't realize this, when you're wearing a mask, and I feel so bad for all of the essential workers, for everybody that's having to wear that for 8+ hours, because that can cause infections into your body. So I really don't like this mask stuff, and I just feel sick every time I wear one. But there's a lot of people that are getting infections in their organs from breathing in their own from breathing in their own air for 8+ hours. It's dangerous, and that is a health hazard in itself. So that's why I don't take part in it, and it's so sad, because you have the docile people with calcified, hard as a rock pineal glands that are falling for it, that are getting mad at people that say that they're tired of wearing masks. Oh, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the virus. No, you're asleep. No, you're walking around with the hard as a rock pineal gland. Wake up. All right, Crest toothpaste. Seriously. All right. And it's just like, it's the sleep people. It's the people that watch nothing but television and listen nothing to Cardi B and freaking trap music. It's those people that do nothing and like watch all of the garbage. It's those people that don't even take time to read a book. Okay, it's those people that are doing exactly what the higher ups want them to do. Stir up altercations with the woke people. And it's really unfortunate because there's a lot of woke people that have nothing but facts to say, but when they say something, you got a whole mob of calcified pineales running up saying, oh, well, you're wrong. You're going to spread it. Oh my God. Bye. Eclipses, get them out of here. These eclipses are going to bring nothing but truth and transformation. I'm setting intentions that we can get out of these masks. Some people might not like what I have to say, but I don't care. Like, it's dangerous to our health. It's hot outside. Like, come on now. Anyways, bless. I'm just speaking facts. Sagittarius energy. We got to be nothing but truthful over here. It's facts. And so, yeah, like I was saying, why the freak did they feel it was necessary to go to freaking the space during Corona, during the virus time? That's a little bit fishy. Distraction to me. If you watch Young Pharaoh's newest videos, he will break down what's really going on with the whole George Floyd situation. You will be mind blown, but he has all of the receipts. He has all facts, even with Anonymous. I don't trust them. They captured them years ago. I mean, don't believe everything that you see. And some people might not agree with what I'm saying. Some people might not like to hear what I have to say. But at the end of the day, I'm using my platform to spread awareness. Remember, family, Neptune is currently in Pisces. And when Neptune is in Pisces, all is not as it seems. There's a lot of illusions going on. All right. Hillary Clinton had court, and she had court to go basically for a lot of the sex trafficking and things that she was doing, stored on a laptop, something like that. I don't know it off the top of my head, but she's a horrible person. She's sick. And a lot of the stuff that was stored on that particular laptop, it's they don't want the people to see it, because once the people see it, everybody will get canceled. All the celebrities will be canceled. All right. So as we're stepping into these eclipses, you're going to notice a lot of people are, choosing not to support certain celebrities. All of them, like the big celebrities, they're all with the stuff. There's something going on that this whole, George Floyd thing was a setup from the higher ups to distract people so Hillary Clinton didn't have to go to court. Did you know that? Young Pharaoh talks about it. That's all I'm going to say. But eclipses, truth is going to be coming out, and it's going to shock the people. It's going to make the people really mad, because this is stuff that these higher ups have been doing for so long, sacrificing babies, okay, to get a certain chemical that gets let off in their brain from fear before they die. Did you know that? Did you? Ooh, it's sick. I'll type in his channel. You guys, check him out. His video is going viral, okay? His video is going viral, and it's facts. And I really feel like nobody can argue with anything that he's saying, because, I mean, he's a Virgo. He's so intelligent, and he has a big platform, but he has been doing this for years. He has been spreading awareness to his community for years. So I would recommend to check out his videos. I shared it on my community page, but check out his videos. He's speaking facts. And with the whole election thing, a lot of people don't want to, including Beyonce. Oh, she's the main one. she's a big one. Including her. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. What happened to Michael? Right before he was about to speak the truth, what happened? R.I.P. Okay? We got to be real. We got to be honest. What happened? Because that song, Michael Jackson's song, All I Want to Say Is That They Don't Really Care About Us, has been playing in my head over and over again. Why is that? Yeah. Whew. Slow motion this side. Shout out to Ralph. Period. Seriously, his music was so beautiful, and he did the best that he could to spread awareness with what the leftover voice that he did have. He's gone. Mm. It's crazy. It's kind of heavy. And I talk about this in the weekly forecast reading. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of truth coming out, and it's going to be a heavy time. This week ahead is going to be a little bit heavy because so much truth is coming out. So like we're all going through a mass collective awakening. We are all going through a big spiritual awakening. Even the calcified pinealies chilling on the couch watching Love and Hip Hop. They're going through it. Yep, everybody. And I'm just really excited. I'm just so excited. Okay, so with that being said, excuse me. This full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius is bringing so much truth, justice, okay? Truth, justice, everything. So with the movement of, Black Lives Matters, bless. Look up George Soros. Look up George Soros, the man that's paying people to go to peaceful protests and cause violence and destruct. George Soros actually took over the Black Lives Matter movement a while ago. Did you know that? When I said that on Twitter, people went crazy. Oh no, it was created by 3 Black women. Bless. But George Soros has money, a lot of it. And he definitely took over that bliggity-tiggity. The black screen thing, I didn't participate. I smell cap when I see it. That was an agenda to then blackout. So, people caught on, bless. I didn't partake in any of it. Not even a second hashtag. I know that I'm standing for justice. I'm doing my part, but I did not participate in that because that was an agenda to cause a bunch of blackness on the feed so that they can then, as they always do, go in there and take off information, take off the videos of the injustice. They do that, family. And so when I saw all of my people posting the black screens, even after they said, stop using the Black Lives Matter hashtag, we switched to this one. Y'all are still doing the same. You're blacking out something. And the people that, have control over that can just go in and take stuff out. I didn't participate, and I was waiting for somebody to say something about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's an agenda. It was an agenda. Everything that's happening right now is an agenda. And with Mercury being in Cancer, I talked about this in my last video, with Mercury being in Cancer, so many people, bless, are acting off of their emotions. They're acting off of their emotions and not listening to logic. People are telling them something logical. I don't want to hear it. I'm mad. I'm angry. Black Lives Matter. Don't tell me nothing. You're not helping. You didn't post a black screen. I'm mad. Posting stuff like, if you're not mad, you're part of the problem. If you're not angry, you're part of the problem. Bless. I get it. You're mad. You're angry. But what are you going to do? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound like, like I'm cold and I don't have feelings. It upset me. Like, I had to step away from social media. Like, I was literally like catching myself. My vibration was so low and I just felt like crap. I'm so being honest and transparent. I kept scrolling past that freaking video of George Floyd getting murdered or whatever. And I didn't even have the heart to watch it. It was just so exhausted. It was so tiring. I had to step away from it. That's why I took like a week off of YouTube, because I was just like, I gotta get myself together. And then seeing the post, so many people were, just speaking from a place of anger and not from a place of compassion, saying, if you're not posting about it, you're part of the problem, making people feel bad for not posting about it. Don't be rushing people. If you want to post about it, you got it. Not saying that anybody was doing that to me, but just seeing it, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Everybody copes in a different way. If somebody sees, like, people witnessed a freaking murder, or was it? Okay. Did you know that the people that took George Floyd away weren't even paramedics? It was a police officer. Look at the video. Did you know that the police officer that killed George Floyd worked with George Floyd at a bar? Look it up. Did you know that they knew each other? And did you know that the white man that stood on his neck is married to that Asian man's sister. It's all Freemasons. Look it up. Do your research. Period. Seriously. So, was it really a murder? Once again, this is all happening because Hillary Clinton doesn't want to get caught with her fraudulent, disgusting things that she's doing. And multiple other people. Phew. I don't know if I can keep this video up. Dang. But I gotta tell you guys, seriously, watch Young Video stuff. I'm telling you. But anyways, what was I saying, man? You gotta know, like, you guys gotta wake up. You guys gotta wake up. And when I had first seen the video, something told me, I said, what if this isn't real? I said, what if this isn't real? And I said, this has to be real. Like, this man is crying. But something told me the first time I saw it, I said, what if this isn't real? And then something told me, I said, well, damn, it's a video. Neptune in Pisces, though, Shonnetta. Neptune is in Pisces. All is not as it seemed. And then when young Pharaoh broke it down, and he really slowed down the clip, the people that took away George Floyd's body wasn't even a paramedic, because if it was a paramedic, they would have first checked his pulse to see if there was still something in there. You know how, certain police officers can do certain pressure points to make people pass out. What if he just passed out? What if it was just a pressure point? Whew. I don't know. Gotta sip this tea. Yeah, and don't feel bad if you didn't participate in the black screen. It's an agenda, point blank period. It is an agenda. Did you guys know any of this stuff? Did you guys know any of this? Because the media is just, really it's really sad. It's sad when you think about, like, when you really think about the world. And it's just like when a lot of this stuff is happening, like when the whole pandemic with Corona came out, I was like, dang, can we just live our life? Like, can we just live our life? Like, can we? Like, because it just seems like whoever is in charge of the media, the government, it just seems like they don't want us to be great. And I'm just like, can we just freaking live type stuff? Like, can we? Oh my boy. So, yeah, you guys. But anyways, this full moon and lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? This is the time to really release what does not serve you. This is a time to fast. This is a time to cleanse your body. This is a time to drink plenty of water. This is the time to collect rainwater. This is the time to really release anything that you feel is holding you back from stepping into your greatness, from stepping into your good luck, from following your dreams. What is holding you back? I'm going to ask you that. What is holding you back? Okay? Yeah, you've heard nothing about it because they don't want you to know it. They hide that ish. You choose peace. Oh, it's skipping. It's skipping. Real talk. No cap, for real. I'm just reading the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like we're on a movie. It really does. But the whole thing about being in a simulation, which it's just crazy. And I remember being like really young, at a young age, just asking myself, at a young age, keep this in mind, asking myself, hey, Vanessa girl, hey. Yeah, so I was reading the comments. But anyways, yeah, I remember asking myself at such a young age, like, what are we really here for? I used to have these kind of questions like, what are we really here for? Why? Like, I just came here out of nowhere. And like, those were the questions that I had. Like, I was just like, why am I here? What is life? That's my Capricorn moon. I'm just always thinking. I need to find a practical explanation for things. And that also ties into my life path 7. But I was just at a young age, I was like, man, why am I here? Like, this is low key weird. Like, I don't remember. Oh, it says it's breaking. Okay. House of Cards candle. Okay, hopefully it's not skipping. But I've just always asked myself those questions because I just never understood it. And so here I am, 20 years old, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, really, what is going on? And last night I watched a video from Paige Flowers on YouTube. She changed her YouTube name to Consciousness of Something. But if any of you guys know who Paige Flowers is, she's woke. She really is woke, and she's just so blessed and so awesome. She's a smaller channel, and she definitely deserves more people hearing her beautiful messages. But of course, you know, the people that know about her, they're divinely, you know, brought into her reality. But she was basically talking last night on her live that I had tuned into for a little bit. She was basically gave an example about this one show that she was watching, and it was basically kind of like a real life telling us about the simulation that we're living in. It was this episode where this person was basically stuck in the matrix, and they had to repeat the same life over and over and over again. And so each time they would get reborn and shed one skin, they would be stepping into the same life that they lived last. And so they were in agony, they were in pain, they were suffering, they were like, why is this happening? What is going on? And so with that being said, I definitely feel like with this matrix that we're in, I mean, it's crazy when you actually dive deep and you're just, let's pull some cards. I want to pull some cards. I know a lot of people ask me to pull cards on like things that are going on in the world right now. So let me just pull some cards. You know, I've seen other people pull cards, but certain things that they were saying, it was definitely coming from ego. You can tell when somebody's reading from ego and just reading the divine messages. Young Pharaoh also shines light on Donald Trump. And when he shined light on Donald Trump and everything that's happening with the world right now, I was shocked. At first, my ego didn't want to hear it because the media has made Donald Trump seem like such a bad person. But the way that young Pharaoh broke it down, as of right now, not young Pharaoh, as of right now, Donald Trump actually has our best interest as opposed to any of the Democrats. And I know I don't talk about politics. I'm not even gonna go into detail, and trust me, I did not used to like Donald Trump. I still don't like Donald Trump, but the way that young Pharaoh broke it down with everything that's going on, because depending on who gets into office next will basically let us know how if Hillary Clinton were to get into office, basically New World Order type stuff, like she's with the people that are all about population control and stuff like that. It's crazy. And some people are just like, Shonnetta, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. But why do you think that the media is making Donald Trump look like such a bad person? They only share bad stuff. Why do you think that The Simpsons, mind you, The Simpsons, you know what I'm saying, are a part of like television, tell lies to your vision, the whole thing with The Simpsons and, you know, how things that they have predicted have come true? They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. Everything has been planned out. Everything has been planned out. I'm whispering. No going back now. But look, y'all heard it from me. Blessed that my ancestors got me. But everything has been planned out. The media is making everybody go against Donald Trump when in reality, Donald Trump is wanting justice for the people behind the scenes that are, you know, with Antifa and with like the child trafficking and stuff like that. The pictures that Anonymous tried to leak about Donald Trump, those are all pictures with his daughter. And people didn't even realize that. There's so many calcified Sallys out there that just see what the media shows and sees that everybody is saying something. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna say the same thing. We have to wake up, okay? This is beyond humans. like we always say, there is a race out there. There's something out there. And whoever the higher ups are working with, they're not human. To have that evil mentality, to have that evil, sick mentality, oh my God. Oh, we're on to something. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Give us some, Spirit, give us some messages. We're on to something. I know it. To have that mentality and that just evil, sick, doing that to children. And, it's not good. Spirit, come use me as a vessel. Come communicate these divine messages. What's going on with this lunar eclipse energy? What needs to be heard? What needs to be honored? What needs to be brought to light? What's going on right now? What do we all need to know? What is the truth? What is the information that you want to spread with everybody here? Okay, wow. So we already have the Ace of Swords in reverse. All right. Look, I'm not saying that I support Donald Trump. I am saying that you guys need to watch Young Pharaoh's video. He breaks it down. I'm not going to sit here and try to break it down for you. Young Pharaoh doesn't even support Trump. But with everything that's going on in the world right now, you have to remember that we're playing chess, not checkers. Okay? Okay? Just watch the video. Just watch the video. Don't come for me. All right? Don't come for me, but don't be closed off. Look at that. Spirit's already telling you, don't be closed off, because nothing is a coincidence. Spirit brought you to this live chat because you are in the vibration of hearing these messages that need to be said, okay? So if you're going to have this Two of Swords in reverse, if you're just not even going to be open and you're just going to let ego lead the show, bless, do that. I would encourage you to get off this live chat, especially if you feel some type of way about me saying what I'm saying. Mind you, I said that I don't support him, but with everything that's going on in the world right now, watch Young Pharaoh's video. We got to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not even giving you guys all the details because I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to say something that's not true. Young Pharaoh, go on his YouTube channel. If you go to my community tab on my channel, I shared the video. Granted, it's 2 hours, but he made a whole PowerPoint mind you, he's a Virgo, and I bet you he has so much Mercury energy in his birth chart. I would love to do a reading for him. He is so smart, beyond his time, okay? He cusses and stuff like that. Bless. So if you're a sensitive Sally, you might not like that, but he speaks facts, and he's been doing this for years, and he doesn't just say things to say it. He takes the time out of his day for the people, for us, to inform us of what's going on. So many of his videos have gotten taken down. And if he wasn't spitting facts, why'd they take it down? Point blank, period. Okay? Point blank, period. Check him out. And I'm not saying that he's, 100% right, but I am saying that when I hear something that doesn't sit right with me, I just won't listen to it. But what he said sat right with me. It makes sense. He sums it up so beautifully. Why did I say I don't support him? Because, I just don't support any of that stuff, to be real with you. Like, I just wish that life could be easy and we would have, like, a righteous ruler. I'm just not I'm not into politics at all. I never was, and I never talk about it. But the reason why I'm using my platform to talk about this is because a lot of people just need to know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? Yeah, they are trying to silence us, okay? You watched it, yes. Yes. But you know what I'm saying? And that's like the Sagittarius medicine, I guess. Not everybody's going to be comfortable with the truth. Not everybody is going to be open. Look at that. Back of the deck energy was the Two of Swords in reverse. This is the absolute energy of people just refusing to see. They're letting the old ways of thinking, they're letting the old ways of thinking control what they choose to do and control what they choose to support. You guys, we are stepping into a new age, a new way of thinking. You have to open your mind. You have to realize that a lot of the stuff that we have been taught in school, elementary, middle, and high school, pre-K, all of that stuff that we have been taught subconsciously, Things were being pushed on us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be open. We have to be really open-minded to a lot of this new information that's coming through. Mind you, we are all globally, Pluto being in retrograde. Really check this out. We are all, as a collective, as the human race, going through a literal representation of death. Shedding one skin, shedding all of our old ways of thinking, shedding all of our old values and principles and emotions and how we react to our emotions. We're shedding that. We're shedding that old skin. Everybody, okay? And we're stepping into this new and improved, fresh version, okay? And so when a lot of people hear the truth, or, as the truth is coming out, some people are going to be like, I refuse to accept this. No, there's no way that that's the truth. Spirit just gave us the Ace of Swords in reverse. I said, what's going on with everything right now? Whenever the Ace of Swords comes up in a reading in reverse, double check your resources. The things that you are hearing, the information that we all are walking with, it's not factual. It's not the truth. Okay? It's not. But people are so stubborn, okay? People have literally been indoctrinated for years, okay? Programmed for years to believe that their way is the highway. All right? No. No, okay? They're like my way or the highway type stuff. Okay, no, okay? And it's really sad to see, just certain people that are refusing to see the truth. Like the truth is right in front of them. And they're like, no, there's no way. There's no way in heck that they lied to us. Why would they lie to us? No. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All right, period. You got to remember that. America was built off lies, stealing, killing. You don't think that we're getting karma from that? Saturn retrograde. When Saturn goes to retrograde, karma. Collectively, Saturn's been waiting too. All right, Saturn's been waiting. Saturn's like, okay, y'all want to lie? Y'all want to do dirty stuff behind the scenes? All y'all celebrities want to promote a cause that is breaking society up and separating people and causing violence and harm? All right, karma's coming. Karma, period. And it's going to get heavy. Scorpio rules a lot of heavy emotions, diving deep. This is representation. Spirit is showing us that these lies go deep. We have been lied to for centuries. All right. We've been lied to for so long. We have been indoctrinated. All right. Look at this. We go outside. We don't even talk to one another anymore. We go to a store, and if somebody, looks at us the wrong way, we're like, what are you looking at? All right. Somebody talks to us that we don't know, and we're just like, who are you? You know this person? Like that used to not be a thing. You see how subconsciously they have programmed us to be individual, to not socialize with the people, to stay in the house. Back in the day, people used to, be able to knock on their neighbor's door and get a little loaf of bread if they were out or something, get a little bit of milk. That's not a thing anymore. Do you see what's going on? Separation, segregation, all right? You see what's going on, and that's ending. It's ending. We are all coming together. Unity, harmony, coming together, getting truth, finally getting justice for so many things. And it might seem scary. A lot of people are like, we're living in scary times. Well, woo chile. I mean, dang, with all the bad stuff that's been going on in this country and just globally, with all of the nasty, hateful things that have been going on, you damn right that karma is coming through. And that's why all of these people that have been doing dirt behind the scenes, they're getting bagged. They're getting caught. Okay, they didn't think this far, or apparently they didn't look at the astrology of what's going on. Saturn doesn't play, whoever you are. Okay. And so a lot of people, they're like, well, I'm a good person. Why do I have to deal with this? Collectively, seriously, collectively, if we put all of the human race's energy together and we balance that out on a scale between a heart and a feather, you know what I'm saying? Like, collectively, we got some heaviness that we got to deal with. We got some karma to play out with. It doesn't matter if you're necessarily a good person, you know, how do other people on this planet Earth act? So that's what's going on right now. We're all getting karma. We're all getting hit with it. So right now, like I always tell people, and I've been telling this to people before, that's why it's so important to be a righteous person. Like I said earlier, the doctrine, the Bible that so many people have been, you know, enslaved by, it does have some truth, which is, you know, the truth is to be a righteous person, to be a good person, but they do sneak some real weird stuff in there. But, you know, be a good person. Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Don't hurt children. Like, come on now, common sense. But as long as you're a good person, and as long as you have a pure soul, and as long as you are choosing every day to vibrate high and step away from the bad things, you're good, you're golden, you're protected. Just keep spreading that awareness. All right? Yeah. Collective karma. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper. Spirit, come communicate these messages. What is going on right now in the world? All right, I still got to get off of here. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Come on now. Yeah. What's going on now? Yeah. All right. Back of the deck. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. What's going on right now? Back of the deck energy, the Emperor. All right. I really want you guys to, like, look, eclipse energy. Like, look at that. Revolution, eclipse. After the darkness, after the period of darkness that we're all currently experiencing, the sun will come back out, and we are currently right now all going through this whole reset. I mean, wow, eclipses are like a reset button. We're resetting everything, and we are building a new foundation. This is 4 here, all right? 4, the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is ruled by Aries, and Aries is ruled by the planet of Mars. Mars is the planet of aggression. All right, how we fight after the things that we want, how we go after the things that we want. It's impulsive, it's fiery. And so right now, as a collective, people are fired up. Our ancestors are speaking through us. Our ancestors are channeling their energy through us. The warriors, Pluto and Sagittarius. Where are my Pluto and Sagittarius bliggities at? All right, where are y'all at? Pluto and Sagittarius people. All right, that's the revolutionary energy. Everybody that has their Pluto and Sagittarius, the part that we are playing is using our voice, showing people, hey, there's a whole bigger picture that we can look at. We're just looking in this little square. All right. And even if your Pluto is in something different, that shows you what part you're playing in the transformation, the rebirth, the regeneration. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. And so with that being said, the Emperor, we're finally getting a trustworthy leader or leaders, okay? Because this is the card that talks about leadership. This is the card that talks about somebody that you can actually trust, somebody that you can trust to turn to lead the way, to help us all get to what we need to get. And so as of right now, I really feel like this is a time where we should ground ourselves. This is a time where we should definitely be meditating, connecting with our ancestors, and just asking for this Aries, this Mars energy, this strength, okay? Because this is so important. All right. How can you be a leader? How can you lead to just help everybody with this transformation? Okay. Is it doing a little bit more research? Is it being more open-minded? Okay. Is it spreading your knowledge? Okay. Because everybody says, oh, why aren't you protesting? Why aren't you doing that? Not everybody is meant to protest. Not everybody is meant to be making videos like how I'm making. Everybody has a part. And I want all of you guys to know, don't let other people's ego make you feel bad for not going out there and protesting, or for not posting a black square. You do what you feel called to do. Okay? Some people are meant to just watch and observe, because if they get into it, it's going to cause some craziness. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. You play your part. You do what your higher self and intuition is telling you to do. Okay? Because all of us, all of the human beings, remember earlier how I was saying in my childhood, I used to always ask myself, like, what was I brought here to do? Like, why am I here? Like, I just showed up out of nowhere. I mean, answering that, okay, younger Shonnetta, are you listening? Like, all of the human beings here, we were put here from the stars with a mission. And some of the beings on this planet come from somewhere else, bless, I don't know, but they don't have a good agenda. They don't have a good soul's calling. It's to bring anger. It's to bring control. It's to indoctrinate the people. But a lot of these human beings, a lot of you guys in here, all of us, you know what I'm saying? We have that pure soul. We were brought here to fight the injustice, okay? This is a battle against light and dark. Okay. And I'm a firm believer that darkness is not 100% bad and lightness is not 100% good. This is a battle between evil and righteousness. Let me correct myself, because honestly, light and dark, we all are made up of it, black and white. I'm an actual representation. I'm half white, half black. That's me. I'm light and dark. This is what you get. It's lit. But seriously, okay. Yeah. So this is literally like, I feel like we're all spiritually battling against some sort of evil force. And it sounds crazy. Some people are like, girl, you tripping. Decalcify that pineal gland and find out. Okay, seriously. Moving forward, these other cards, what we got here, 10 of Wands. And this is the card that talks about baggage. Star seeds, here we go. All right. This is the card that talks about baggage, carrying something for so long and it's weighing us down. This is going to be the year that so many people are finally completing the karma from, their ancestors, are healing from their ancestors' trauma, and if we're being, we're releasing here. If we're being honest, talking about like racism and segregation, it's real. I'm going to be so real. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but on my mother's side of the family, my mother is white. My father is 100% African-American black. And that's where I get my looks from, my hair from, all of that. And I'm blessed. I love it. I love my black energy. I love it. I mean, honestly, personally, I just identify as black, but some people say that mixed people aren't black. But if a racist looks at me, what are they going to see? Black. And so I'm black. Okay, period. And I've always felt that way. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. Nothing wrong with white people or my white side, but I definitely embody more of my black energy, and I'm super proud of that, and I love that, and I would not change that. But it is real, and I never shared my story with you guys, but if we're being honest, if we are being transparent, I grew up around racism. My mother's family was definitely racist. When my grandmother, my biological grandmother, found out that my mom was pregnant with my older sister, her first child, she was not happy. Not happy at all. And I remember being super young at an event that my grandma was hosting for her husband. It was his birthday party, which isn't my grandfather. He's a racist. He's a big racist. He never like, my grandma would invite us all over, like me, my brothers and my sisters and my mother, for Thanksgiving and dinner. It was so awkward. Like, my step grandfather and my biological uncle never really talked. They didn't talk to us. It was just like my grandma was the only one talking to us. And so growing up around that, I really feel like that impacted how I viewed white people. I'm going to share my experience. I'm going to share this straight up. Yeah, there was a time where, like I said, at that event that my grandma hosted, my uncle, my biological uncle, my mom's brother, called my mom. They were arguing. They were going back and forth. My mom had a knife. She was not playing. But he called my mom straight up a nigger lover right in front of all of her kids. I remember I was crying. I was scared because they were arguing, yelling at each other. Then he straight up called my mom a nigger lover. And I will never forget that. And so my mom, she got us all. She was like, we're out of here. We're leaving. And I remember I was so young and I was so scared because I thought he was going to hurt my mom. And I was just like, well, dang. And so growing up, witnessing that, and my mom is never close with my grandmother. I guess that was a big reason, but there was definitely some resentment that my grandmother had towards my mom for having all black babies, because all of us, even though I'm the only one in my family with a different father, my two sisters and my brother all have the same dad, but I'm the youngest and I have a different dad. So, and he's black. But growing up around that, let me just share my story. Like, I was very confused as a kid because I see my skin, I definitely see my hair, and it was not like my mom's. So I went through phases, to be real with you. The first phase was, I wanted my hair to be straight, like my mom's. I used to always say that. I said, I want my hair straight. I want my hair to be straight so it can be easy to do. All you have to do is brush it, and it's pretty, it's long. And I used to always have my hair braided up. My oldest sister, Mariah, shout out to her. She used to do my hair because my mom didn't know how to do it. Like, I remember my mom put a freaking just for me perm or relaxer in my hair at a really young age, and she burnt off my edges. But bless, she didn't do it intentionally. She was just really trying to help me out. But then my sister took over doing my hair, and my sister started like braiding it and stuff like that. And I just remember being a child, I was just like, well, dang, like, and it was crazy because check this out, like, since I have a different father, I was wondering why my sisters had, nicer hair. Like my oldest sister, Mariah, her hair is like more straight and all the way down to her butt and stuff like that. Wavy hair, just chill and relax. So I used to always want that. And then my other sister, Taylor, who has the same nose as me, but we have different fathers and we don't have our mother's nose. So what's going on? What's up? Because that don't make no sense. My mom does not have this nose, so she has some explaining to do. But anyways, that's crazy. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with that, Brenda. But anyways, and my sister Taylor, she doesn't have the same hair as Mariah, but she definitely has just more chill and manageable curly hair. And I'm just left with that thick, coarse hair, which I've now grown to love. I wouldn't change it. I love my curls because now I know how to actually, treat my hair and moisturize it and protect it. But growing up, I used to always, like, that was like my first thought that a child shouldn't even have. Like, I used to be like, well, dang, I want my hair like that, and all my friends have hair like that. So there was that. And then there was actually a period, and I'm just gonna be so real and transparent with you guys, like growing up around, granted, mind you, my mom is not racist. Like, she's not racist, she's with it. She loves all people, all races, no matter what your ethnicity is. She's a sweet pea. My mom is an Aries sun, Cancer rising, Sagittarius moon, which definitely explains her relationship with her mother. But my mom is so sweet. She has a lot of Cancer placements, and her Aries sun kind of just feeds off of it. I love her so much. But yeah, so just growing up around a lot of racism, how it affected me is when I was a really young child, I went through this period. Y'all, don't judge me. Do not judge me because I am not this way no more. But just how my mom's family kind of made, I guess, how my mom's family acted towards Black people. And, I kind of went through this period where I was like afraid in a sense of, being around, I don't know what, but I definitely feel like it was definitely because of being around just racist people. But I went through this period where I was kind of like afraid to be around certain people, which is so crazy. I don't know what, but I've definitely grown out of it. And I definitely grew out of that because I shifted into something else in high school, like where I just really resented white people, like where I thought every white person was racist. But when I was a child, like my heart used to race when I heard like cars drive by with like loud music because, and it could also be the media, like how the media really projected Black people, like all Black people are violent, all Black people are scary. I really feel like something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened in my childhood where I went through this really weird period of time where I would just get really scared, or like when I was at the store with my mom and she ran into like somebody that she used to know, and they'd be talking to me, I'd just be super close to her. I don't know what happened. Maybe you guys can explain it, but I went through that period, and then I definitely got over that when I shifted into like freaking third, fourth grade. I don't know what was going on with me, childhood trauma. I don't know, but then I got into this energy. Just once again, over and over again, experiencing racism and experiencing just a lot of crazy, like, because a lot of people don't realize it, but racism and, stuff like that has been going on for so long. Like, who in here, like, raise your hand if you've gotten racial slurs said to you at school. Like, us Black people, we've been dealing with this for so long. I'm just going to be transparent. So long. I remember like in elementary school, and this is not right. There was this boy, I'll never forget it. This was what grade? This was this was fourth grade. Fourth grade, Mr. Combs' class. There was this boy, I wonder how he's doing. His name was Terrell, and he was dark. He was a dark-skinned young man. He was like, probably like this color. And I remember people used to tease him for being Black. That color. You guys remember that there was a period where light skins versus dark skins. And somebody would ask that, light skin all the way. Oh, I want a light skin girl. Don't go in the sun, you're going to get dark. Kids go to the pool and come back to school. Oh my gosh, you're so dark. And I'm going to be real with you, like with my two sisters, they used to like bring that up. Like, oh my gosh, you're going to get dark. Are you sure? You're going to get dark. Like, we have been, what is the word? Oppressed? Is that the word? I don't even know the terminology for it. But the fact that you have young Black kids afraid to stay outside in the sun because we're going to get Black. And I went through that. I was like, I'm going to stay inside. I'm going to play inside. It's okay. Now I'm ready now that I walk with my truth. I want to get, like, I look forward to the summer. I look forward to get 5 shades darker. I look forward to that. But it's just so sad. It's so sad. And even in our own culture, you have light-skinned girls that looked at dark-skinned girls as if they weren't as pretty. And, I had so many dark-skinned friends in middle school and even high school, and I would be telling them, there was this one girl in particular, her name was Mariah. She's a Cancer sun. And I still, keep in touch with her, but she's this beautiful dark-skinned girl. And I used to always tell her, I said, oh my gosh, girl, you're so pretty. Your body is everything. Like, yes, you are so pretty. And she was just so insecure. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but she would just be like, really? I don't know. Like, really? And even in high school, I realized, I was like, because, in middle school, because I grew up with her, people making fun of her dark skin. Oh, you're dark skin. He's not going to want you. And it's just so sad. And then we have, people growing up around that. And, subconsciously that affects people. You know what I'm saying? And she's still beautiful. Like, she's still so gorgeous. She has the prettiest face. It's not even about her skin. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell her that all the time. She'd be like, no, girl, you're pretty. I love your hair. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to be like you type stuff. But that's just an example. And that's definitely what I see with this 10 of Wands. We've been carrying this stuff for so long. And seeing all sides of the spectrum for my white people in here, I'm just gonna be transparent because I'm half white, and I be seeing y'all straight up. And I can kind of put myself in you guys' shoes, even though I definitely identify as Black because that's just me and how I feel. That's just how I feel. But I can see how the white people that are not racist, the white people that are just genuinely good people, that think straight and that were raised right, I can see how you guys kind of feel like in an awkward situation, because it's just like, well, not all white people are against you, not all white people don't like you. And it's just like, I don't know, my Libra rising is kind of conflicted, like the balance. And it's just like, I want you white people, my white supporters to know that I love you guys. And I definitely know that if you're supporting me, you're definitely not, with that negative Nancy racism stuff. And I just want you guys to know that we appreciate you guys. All of the Black community, we appreciate you guys so much. And I really am holding the intention that all races, all nationalities, like we can just come together and just, make this place great. Like seriously, make America great. Like, cause right now it's not, and it never was. When was it? When? But I feel you guys, and I kind of feel bad for some of the genuine white people or other races that genuinely aren't racist towards Black people or other races, and some of the angry, this is what this Five of Swords is about. Some of the really hurt and angry Black people have this built up anger, this built up resentment, this built up frustration towards white people. Let's just be real, because let me touch on this. When I shifted into high school, because I went to this, basically I went to high school, but I went to this school that was, for people that kind of needed a little bit more assistance, because I had bad grades in middle school. I was really slacking. And so in high school, I went to this one school, and it was a mix of 3 different high schools. So we had Chopticon, which was definitely a lot of racist people. A lot of the redneck people went there, just being real. Then we had Leonardtown, which predominantly white. A lot of people, a lot of people that have racist parents went to both of these schools. And then there was the really hood school that I went to, which was Great Mills. And all 3 of those schools mixed. So at that particular school, there was a lot of racist stuff, a lot of it. People said a lot of racist comments and stuff like that. So I grew into this energy. Of having a lot of built up anger and resentment. And I'm gonna just be real and transparent. Sometimes it's, sneaks up on me. Like when I go to when I go to the store and there's like a really rude white person, I automatically assume that they're racist. Oh, I smile at them. They don't smile back. You're racist. But look, not to play victim, that's what happens when for years you're being, thank you guys for the donations. It's what they do. But I want you guys, for all the white people that are confused as to why Black people are so angry and upset, just realize that, 10 of Wands, we've been, all of us, somehow, some way, whether it's the jokes, whether it's actually having racism in your family, or whatever, or just seeing racism and, just stereotypes on TV, all of the Black community, we've dealt with this for so long. And so there's a lot of Black people in the community that have a lot of this built up anger, the judgments, the resentments. 5 of Swords comes up when, there was a battle, somebody's hurt. They're hurt over a lot of stuff that's happened, and they're still looking back. They're still reflecting on it. They're not done with it. They want to hurt who hurt them just as bad as they hurt them. So there's a lot of Black people that are angry. Yeah, there's a lot of Hispanic people that are angry, Asian people that are angry. You know what I'm saying? And granted, there are probably white people that are angry, because, human race, we're all one, everybody's angry, a lot of white people are angry because, they're not racist and they're being called a racist, that's their side of the story. And then you got, just all different, everybody's angry. That's what's going on right now. Everybody is angry because of things that have been going on for so long. But the beautiful thing about this is a time. This is a time to fully release it. We're going to release that built up resentment and the judgments and the stories that we're walking with from outdated, ways of viewing the world. Because, and it still slips up on me. I see somebody, that's in public, that's white, and they just give me this certain look. You're racist. That's just me. That's just the programming that I've been walking in. Not really feeling comfortable around certain white people when I go to stores, because I'm just like, I don't with everything, I don't know, like, did you come in here just to shoot up the place? Like, what's good, and so that's something that I'm personally shedding. And that's going to be something that I focus on releasing. And I'm not a racist, mind you. I got white in my blood. I have white friends, I got white supporters. I love everybody that loves everybody type stuff. I love people that, are just nice and genuine. But with everything that's happening in this world, right now it's hard to tell. Two of Swords. It's kind of hard to tell who is good and who is bad. So with that being said, I definitely feel like, these retrogrades are really going to, and it's crazy because retrogrades, RE, it's like rewinding. All of us as a collective, we're rewinding and taking a few steps back. We're reflecting on the past. We're bringing up incidents from the past so that way in the future, it can just be squashed. It can be released. Whew. So it's a lot. And I feel like I've been talking for a while. I feel like just kind of all over the place. I don't want you guys to judge me either. Like, look, but hey, at the end of the day, my medicine for me, with my Libra rising is realizing that, Shonnetta, you have to speak your truth. You have to share your experiences. And not everybody's going to like what you have to say. Not everybody is going to agree with you. Some people are going to unsubscribe. Some people are going to, unfollow. Bless, Shonnetta. It's okay. And this goes for all of you guys. If you're afraid to share your stories because you're afraid of being judged, or if you're afraid to speak your truth because you're afraid of getting unfollowed or people not liking you, we got to do what we got to do, because I know where my soul lies. I know where my heart lies. I know that I'm not a racist. I know that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just sharing how, dealing with that racism for so long in so many different ways has caused a lot of the people of color and different races that aren't white to have this built up resentment, to be frustrated when we see it, and to call people, something that they might not be. And that's my bad, and I do feel bad for the times where I have assumed that somebody's a racist, but maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they didn't even, say nothing about my skin. That's my fault. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about walking with outdated stories and outdated programs is, in the long run, that can hurt us. If I were to continue walking with the mindset that every single white person hates me and every single white person looks at me in disgust, I might miss out on a valuable freaking friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might miss out on meeting the dopest person ever because I automatically assume that they won't like me because of my skin. So I already know straight up. And, Christopher, my partner of 5 going on 6 years, he's Filipino, half white, so he has white in his blood, and he also has, and he's mixed with other stuff as well. So he's not just Filipino, but, he look real good, you know what I'm saying? And he's just really, he has a lot of the energy. But him too, he has no black in him, and he has felt, because we already had this talk. Me and my partner, we already had this talk. And I told him everything that I'm telling you guys. And, he even admitted to me that he sometimes feels this energy, and he doesn't even have black. Of course, he does have some melanin in his skin, but, he doesn't have any African American inside of him. And so that's why all of us African American people, black people, you know what I'm saying? We have to take into consideration that other races also feel this way. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know what I'm saying? Coming together, all right? Stability, structure, coming together. And, just being in unity and irony, realizing that the only race is the human race, no matter what your color is, no matter what your hair texture is, no matter your height, no matter what your voice sounds like, no matter what, preference you're into, no matter who you date, no matter what the gender is, no, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, when we put all of that to the side, We're humans. We bleed the same blood. It doesn't matter. That's why I tell people, I support you as long as you support me. What you're doing, bless. That's your story. That's what you were brought here to do. Just because I might not do the same things as you doesn't mean that I won't, save you if you were falling down. And I feel like that's the mentality that all of us have to embody as we move forward this eclipse season and during retrograde season. It doesn't matter what somebody is doing. Bless, in your eyes, they might be doing something wrong, but we have to remember that everybody is doing something in accordance to, the lessons that they have to learn. So if somebody is for example, working at a job that you might not do that, you might not do exactly what that person is doing for a living. But that doesn't mean that you have to disown them. And I also feel like stepping into just this new age, freedom. Freedom is in all different areas. So we have to remember, family, the outdated ways of doing things, the outdated times are changing, people are changing, and this is all about freedom. So, we have to not be biased. Like, do you want racial freedom, but you're segregating against somebody because of, their preference in who they date or how they talk, how they dress? We have to be 100. It has to, you know what I'm saying? It has to be balanced. We can't want freedom in one area and then tell people, oh, you can't do that, that's bad. We can't. We can't. We have to, love everybody for who they are, even if we can't wrap our minds around what exactly they're doing. That's their story. All we have to do is hold space for them. But at the end of the day, if you see another human being about to get hurt and about to lose their life, step the freak in. All right, it doesn't matter if they're white, if they're Mexican, if they're Hispanic, if they're freaking Asian, if they're black, if they're freaking Chinese. It don't matter if they're Native American. All right, it don't matter. All of us as people, what we're stepping into and what this full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius is all about is freedom for the people, seeing the bigger picture, taking a few steps back and realizing, wow, we're all a part of the human race, and that is the only race. So we are in this together. We are shedding that outdated way of viewing the world together, and we are stepping into this beautiful fourth house energy, family. We are all family. Okay, we are all connected. All right, this is what we're stepping into. Fourth house energy, mothering each other, even if that's not your kid. If you see somebody going downhill, say, hey, maybe the cigarettes ain't the way to go. Let's get you some CBD. You know what I'm saying? Mothering one another, helping out another person, supporting other people. The Chariot is all about growth, forward movement, and learning about everybody's culture, expanding your knowledge. So I definitely feel with this Chariot card, now is the time to holding about like the braids, the box braids, you know what I'm saying? The box braids, and how white women are, wearing box braids now and doing all this stuff. And if you guys want my opinion on that, and mind you, this is coming from somebody that is, half black, half white. I see both sides. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Everybody has different viewpoints. There's people that say, well, it's just a hairstyle. Wrong. It's not just a hairstyle. That hairstyle has history. And then there's people that are just like, that's wrong. That's somebody else's culture. But how I feel about the situation is there's people that are and were getting the hairstyle just to be trendy, and totally belligerently ignoring everything that the African American culture was saying to them. That's wrong. Like, F those people. Psh, get out of here, just for a trend. And then there was like some people, that just got the hairstyle because they liked how it looked, and they did the research on it and they wanted to support it, which, me personally, if you're going to do your hair like that, bless you. Like I said earlier, you do you. Like, I'm not going to freaking not talk to you because you got the hairstyle in. But I would recommend just to, like, once I said earlier, like, educate yourself on where it comes from, or be open to what people are trying to tell you, and stuff like that. But I just thought that was interesting. But that, again, like, that's why I got off of TikTok, because that was an agenda. I saw the agenda, like, between races, yeah, between the races, I saw, like, just so many like black and white people just going against each other. White people were saying it's just hair, it's just hair, and then black people were saying, well, it's not just a hairstyle, you know, there's history behind it and it's disrespectful for you to wear, and they just didn't want to hear the argument. Now that's a spit in the face. It's just crazy, but I do believe that there's like genuinely, you know, white people that do get the hairstyle that just, you know, they like the culture and they like, you know, the stuff that is behind it and they like the style. But it's interesting. I'm just like, we all have free will. Like, I'm not gonna bash somebody for, well, I'll bash somebody for wearing it if they're being disrespectful. Like, there was this one girl on TikTok, she was being mad disrespectful, like basically like laughing and in the African American community's face for having the box braids. Like, ha ha ha, are you mad? I got these now. What are you gonna do about it? Like, that's disrespectful. Like, that was just so disrespectful, and that triggered me on so many different levels. Like, this white girl getting these braids and like having this song that's saying like, are you mad? Are you mad that I got these? I do what I want. Like, just so disrespectful. But then again, there's also, you know, white women that get it, and you know, it's just, you know, the intention behind it. Let's just do that. It's the intention behind it, you know? So yeah, TikTok should be canceled. It's just horrible, and they're racist itself. Okay. But I didn't want to come on here and, you know, start all that, but I just used that as an example. Yeah, TikTok is over party. It's just so toxic, but you can see the agenda, like purposely pushing those videos to make white people and black people resent each other. That's so horrible in so many different ways. And I saw that straight up, like on TikTok. It's sick. Thank you guys for all the donations. Let me plug this in real quick. But I saw it and it's just so sick. Like, so I chose not to support it anymore. Who can on here dance at Fortnite? Yeah, but there's not going to be no race war, because I truly believe that, you know, if all of us wake up and we realize that, you know, races were created to separate the people, we're not going to fall for that. We're not. And this Black Lives Matter movement really proves the point. Like, you know, we're all coming together. Like, you see all different races, all different nationalities out there, really just doing their thing for the cause. And that makes me so happy, and that gives me faith in humanity. But yeah, so with that being said, I don't want to be on here for too long. We kind of just talked about so many different things. I'm going to actually just leave this video up on here. I will say, for the sensitive Sallies that might run across this video, these are all of my opinions. You don't have to resonate with it, bless, but just don't be rude now. We got Sagittarius coming through. I'm speaking my truth. I'm doing what I got to do, baby boo. And if you don't like it, don't leave a negative comment. Just click off. Point blank, period. Period. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Guess who created the movement? Wu Chile. We already touched on that earlier. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the whole African is having a huge awakening. Yes. Yeah, because I be getting some sensitive Sallies on here, and I'm like, well, dang, Sally, can you chill out? Can you leave ego at the door for a second and really hear what I'm saying? All right. How did you guys feel this chat was? You guys feel like I said anything out of pocket? Like my Libra rising. That's my Libra rising. And that's the medicine for me. Like, seriously, my Libra rising makes me feel bad for speaking up for things that need to be spoke up about, because there's so many sensitive Sallies that are just so quick to run their mouth and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So my Libra rising, you know, there's pros and cons. You know, having a Libra rising, yes, you cute, you thick, you symmetrical. But sometimes you can be indecisive and, you know, want to be friends with everybody, but not everybody's meant to be your friend, and not everybody's meant to subscribe. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. Not everybody's meant to subscribe. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Yeah, so I just want to go ahead and reiterate this one more time before I leave, because I got to cook some pasta salad for this little cookout and get some fruit. But yeah, so tonight is the night. I want you guys all to, excuse me, we're releasing Chile. Tonight is the night to get out a piece of paper, sit with yourself, meditate, connect with your higher self, connect with your ancestors, and really dive deep. Ask some questions. What is holding me back currently? What is holding me back currently from happiness and my greatness? What is my true calling, and why haven't I fully showed up? Okay? What do you need to release? What do you need to detox from? What do you need to fast from? What do you need to take a break from? What changes are you desiring to make into your reality? And, what do you have to release in order to make those changes? What changes do you need to make in your everyday routine and ritual? You know what I'm saying? For example, if your goal is to publish a book, by the end of 2020, and your everyday routine is wake up, check your phone, be on your phone for 3 hours, getting your energy zapped, then going downstairs, watching nothing but TV for 3 more hours, and then finally getting up, super drained, taking a nap, and waking up, looking at the clock, it's like 7 p.m., and you haven't even wrote or done nothing for your book, and then you get disappointed, you self-sabotage, binge eat, and you go to sleep and repeat. Ooh, if that's what's going on, make some changes. What needs to shake? What can you do differently? So this is a powerful time. Ooh, let me show you what messages is on my ancestor altar. Hold on. Okay, because I got to show you guys this. So these cards, I pulled these cards last night just for guidance for myself. What can I do to fully release any more heaviness or resentment that I may have, any built up anger? And these are the cards that I got, and I kept them on my ancestor altar so that way I can remember to do it today, but also to share with you guys. Okay, so first message is cleansing body, mind, and spirit, or cleansing body and spirit. So today, take a spiritual cleansing bath. Get some sea salt. Get some sort of salt, put it in your bathtub with the intention that that salt is going to cleanse your aura, cleanse your luminous energetic field. This is a time to soak in the bath, recharge, and as you are taking that spiritual bath, really envision all of that nasty, unwanted energy leaving your aura. Get all of your chakras, get your hair wet, get that chakra, you know what I'm saying? Get your root, all of that, your crown, all of your chakras. So really make it important and crucial at some point tonight or today to take your spiritual bath with the intention to cleanse yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. You see how this triangle is pointed down? That's the energy of grounding yourself. That's why I got my rose quartz like this today. We're grounding ourselves. And look, ground and center. So today, make it a point to go outside in nature. This is all happening in the sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about nature. The legs, the thighs. Take a nature walk today as well. You know what I'm saying? To really ground yourself. But even if you just stand outside, I would take the shoes off and, put your bare feet to the ground and envision Pachamama, Mother Earth, filling you up with her beautiful, infinite amount of abundance and energy. Okay? And set the intention for Mother Earth to really recharge and cleanse you mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay? Find it really crucial today and important. Make sure that you go out under that full moon eclipse and you stare at the moon, gaze at the moon, and just hold the intention for that moon to charge you and your energies. Put your crystals out under the moonlight, your favorite tarot deck, do your thing. Thank you guys for the donations. All right, and then the final two card is meditation for peace and serenity. Okay, excuse my nails, y'all, but meditation for peace and serenity. So he's underwater, he's meditating, he's on some other stuff. Pisces, where you at? Okay. But seriously, so meditating today for peace and clarity. Whether you meditate in your bath, whether you meditate outside, or whether you do both, baby. But he's meditated in water. So I'm definitely going to be doing a nice meditation in my spiritual bath. And this is so crucial. Please do not bring your phone in this spiritual bath. Don't bring it in the room with you. Light some candles. Turn off the light if you're comfortable with that. If not, leave the lights on. Bring a book. Or just go with yourself with the intention to release. The phones are such a distraction. Seriously, when you're doing your ritual tonight, leave the phone, leave it somewhere, turn it off, put it on airplane mode, okay? But ground yourself. Have a nice meditation session. Look, he's surrendering. He's like, Mother Earth, Pachamama, come take this heavy energy. Take all this anger. Cut these energetic cords that are hurting me and causing me self-sabotage. Okay, that's so important. I really want you guys to get this. People are like, how does it work? How can you recharge yourself? Mother Earth, putting your bare skin, your bare feet. He has his shoes on. He's making a mistake, but it's okay. But putting your bare skin, being skin to skin, belly to belly with Pachamama, okay, Mother Earth will make sure that you are recharged, rejuvenated, and ready to go after your dreams and your desires. And the final card that my ancestors brought out with me is rebirth and reinvention. We got dolphins back here, which indicate harmony, peace, happiness, love, water, cleansing. And so something that you guys can do, a really nice ritual with this, is after you take your spiritual bath. And let me just specify on this really quickly. I want you guys to know this. When you take your spiritual bath, you want to make sure that you are envisioning all of the nasty energy from all of your chakras. Get your hair, get your neck, get your feet. Really, just the whole time while you're in the bath, I'm cleansing and removing any unwanted energies or vibrations. Like you're getting the dirt, like yuck, get off, ew, okay? And so after you're done, you want to be in there for at least 15 minutes, just really getting it off, okay? And so once you are done, go ahead and drain the bathtub. And this is powerful. This is what I do. And I wasn't taught this. My ancestors just, told me to do it. So I did it. But as the bathtub is draining, you want to repeat this, okay? As the water drains out of this bathtub, all of the nasty, negative, unwanted energy from my aura is leaving down the drain. It's leaving my house. It's ending. I'm releasing it. It's leaving my house. It's leaving my bathtub. It's going down the drain. Thank you so much. So mote it be. That is powerful when you're doing a spiritual bath. Because if you don't do that, of course, you don't have to do it. But if you don't do that, there might be, the energy might linger in your bathtub area. So yeah, do that. I would recommend to have some sage, incense, Palo Santo, ethically sourced, going in the background, do something. But I always like to, after my spiritual bath, I like to cleanse myself with smoke, some sort of it, okay? But with this, what you can do is after you get out the bathtub, you basically just, you embrace this new rebirth, recharged energy. You're like, wow, I'm fresh. Excuse me. Ooh, whew. I'm fresh. I'm clean. I'm purified. All right. I'm purified. New babies. I'm new. Who is she? All right. The old Shonnetta, who is she? I don't know her. It's like, but yeah, this card says rebirth and reinvention. All right. So how can you reinvent yourself? This is also a powerful time, like if you are setting the intention to lose weight, because once again, I'm going to re-say this. Full moons, especially lunar eclipse, release. Release, release, release. We're not manifesting new things. We're taking things away. The moon is taking things that don't serve us. So if you're wanting to lose weight, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with being bigger, but if you genuinely are unhappy with how your body is feeling and looking because you have been neglecting your health, because me personally, you know what I'm saying, with this quarantine and my neighborhood gym shut down, come on now, y'all better open up because I got to go to the gym. All right. I gained a little bit of weight. Okay. Shonetta's got thick. Okay. I still love myself, but I know that my body and my organs, feel better when I'm, lighter because I'm classified as overweight. And like I said, this has nothing to do with anybody else, anybody's opinions or observations of me, because somebody commented on my picture and said, girl, you gained weight. Oh, Chile, I know. But I'm going to still show off. I'm going to show off and show up. But, me personally, I know that I like to, be healthy and work out because I haven't been working out. And that's the problem. Even if you're not on a weight loss or weight gain journey, you want to make sure that you're working out because your body, if you're like sitting all day on the couch or you're sitting in a chair at your office working all day, that's really not healthy. And a lot of us humans, even if you're skinny, like if you are just naturally skinny, are you really working out? Are you working on the body? So for those of you that are wanting to shed that excess fat from your body, because really, I'm just wanting to lose the fat. You know what I'm saying? Because fat, it can, mess up stuff in your body. If you get fat around your heart, woo, you want to be careful with that. So yeah, with that being said, this is a powerful time to go ahead and kickstart that weight loss journey. Okay. You really wanted to just remove the toxins, because that's also something with me. Like, I'm not just doing it for my appearance, I'm doing it for my internal health. Remember, eclipses, you're cleansing yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And emotionally, I know that the toxins in my body from putting food in there that's not meant to be in there, or beverages in there that are not meant to be in there, that's toxins. And if we're walking around with toxins in our body, that's going to manifest in our external world, you know? So you'll notice that if you're putting nothing but junk food in your body, your outer world, what you see on the outside, your outer reality is cloudy. You know what I'm saying? You're running into weird situations. But what goes on inward is a reflection of what goes on outward. I'm stuttering now. Mercury is in its shadow period. That happened June 2nd. So Mercury is preparing to go retrograde. Okay, so if you see me stuttering, or if you've seen me stuttering throughout this video, that's why. But I'm making the most of it. But yeah, you know, toxins, I'm going to be just detoxing. And like I said earlier, I said it because this is true. During eclipses, lunar eclipses, it's a powerful time to just start it with a bang and fast. Fast from, you know, anything that you feel is holding you back, anything that you feel is causing you to be stagnant or out of balance, okay? So whether you need to fast from potato chips, like, we're gonna get specific, shut up, all right? Mercury, chill out, okay? But we're gonna get specific. Like, it doesn't just have to be from food in general. I know me personally, tomorrow, kickstarting everything after that energy, I'm just gonna be water fasting only for 24 hours, ease myself into it. Of course, do your research, make sure that your body is good with that. Test the waters, or you can even do a fruit fast, fruit and water, where you're only eating fruit and water for 24 hours. But with fasting, why I tell you to do your research, because if you fast and then you just rush into it, you know, after your fast is over, eating heavy hamburgers and hot dogs, your body will go into shock. That's not good. And if you lose any weight from your fast and then you go into, you know, eating nothing but cookies, Debbie cakes all over again, you're going to gain that weight right back, and probably more. So you need to educate yourself on fasting. I'm not fasting to lose weight. I'm fasting because my organs and my body need a break from all that I've been putting inside of it. You know, just because you know, I cut out meat and stuff like that, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the healthiest if I'm putting in processed vegan junk food. And I'm transparent Sally, because I didn't just blow up like this from fruit. We're just gonna be real. You know, I didn't blow up. Shonnetta, stop being so hard on yourself. But, you know, I definitely gained a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? But it's happy weight. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be transparent. I have Taurus in my 7th house, which can sometimes cause fluctuations in my weight. Like, I was over 200 pounds. I lost like 70 plus pounds, and now I gained. So my weight fluctuates if I'm not careful. You know, that Taurus energy, I can get, you know, real comfortable. Well, oh my God, I'm skinny. Okay, let me eat what I want. But, you know, that's medicine for me. But anyways, yeah, it's the vegan processed food and the vegan meats and stuff like that. And there was one point along my journey where I was like, me and Chris, we were raw vegan, you know, following Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide, all of that. And that's when I was at my prime. That's when I was at my prime, juicing every day, eating fresh raw meals and stuff like that. I wasn't 100% raw. I still had cooked food, but I was making sure to get raw fruits and veggies in there. And so I just want to go ahead and say this. If you guys have been considering, you know, going a more cleaner raw diet or following Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide, yes, I was at my prime, and so mote it be. I will be back there, and that's on period. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes we slip up and we make mistakes. And like I said earlier, I really do feel like sometimes we have to make certain mistakes. Sometimes our spirit guides and our ancestors make us make those mistakes. You know, they don't stop us. They let it happen so that way we can see the cause and effect. So I now see, after I lost all that weight and I was super, I lost all that weight and I was super, you know, in my momentum. And then I was like, ooh, I can eat what I want. Hey, let me get 2 of them orders. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized, you know, Shonnetta Bug 567, okay, you're not working out. You just eating what you want. What's going on? You know it's All right, 2 + 2 = 4. Fo. And you need to get it together. So, bless. All right, everything's coming full circle. And my ego was running from it. And that's exactly what happened last time I was over 200 pounds. I kept looking at myself in the mirror. And I was just like, oh my gosh, girl, you so big. And I was like, I don't want to work out. What am I going to do? But what had happened was I cut out meat, not even trying to lose weight. I just cut it out because I just didn't vibe with it anymore. I was just against it. And just the whole meat industry. That's the first thing. I dropped 20 pounds. I'm not even saying this to, make other people do it. You do what you want. Like I said, whatever you choose to eat, whatever you choose to do, as long as you're a good person, I'm a mess with you. I'm a rock with you, okay? Because I know that, some people aren't ready, or some people just have different ways of doing things, and I'm going to respect that 100%, as I wish for you guys to respect me. And just know that anytime I talk about my lifestyle and what I eat, I'm not forcing it down your throat. You have free will. You do your thing, because I know I don't like things being forced down my throat. You know what I'm saying? My Leo doesn't like that. But yeah, I lost 20 pounds, and that, just by losing 20 pounds from cutting up the meat, that is what was the catalyst for me to work out and actually go to the gym. And I saw so many results. I'm just honestly... I might light a candle for my neighborhood to turn this gym back on, because I gotta go to the gym. My Capricorn moon is so extra. My Capricorn moon is like, I'm more focused when I have gym equipment. If I have to do it at home, it's not it. My Capricorn moon is so stubborn. Look at me blaming astrology on stuff. But for real, I'm ready to go to the gym. I'm ready for the equipment. Chris has been working out at home, and I've just been sitting on the couch. If you guys look, I'm being a transparent Sally today. I'm just spilling all my tea. I'm not oversharing, but I just want you guys to know at a time like this, it's normal. I'm not saying this is normal to just slack off, but if you have kind of been slacking off, collectively, we're going through it. But I know that I'm going to go ahead and get this health situation together, because, and it's not even just about my appearance, it's about my actual organs. And, because if you're feeling inflammation in your body, sharp pains, that's not normal. That's your body telling you that something is not good, like something's out of balance, So, yeah. Okay, that's how I got into yoga. Oh, yes. You are so awesome. Okay, so the question is, the name of the guy, let me type it in. I'm going to type it in, okay? Okay, let's see. And I got to get off of here because, I'm about to be late. I got to make some pasta. I'm going to make some pasta salad. Pharaoh. How do you spell it? Okay. Go to my community page and you will see the video. All right, there we go. Dr. Sabi. Yeah, that's Dr. Sabi. Nah, make the pasta on live. See, the thing is, I gotta go to the stove. I gotta go to the stove. All right. Young Pharaoh, he's just really woke. And I really would recommend for you guys to check out his newest video. You guys see look at this. That joint's droopy. I think it's supposed to be like this, but it goes like this. Is this normal? I think it's supposed to be, and you see my face? Acne is your body's way of telling you that there is toxins crying to be out, okay? The Hood Healer's lit. The Hood Healer is lit. Hey, if any of you guys watch her, tell her that I watch her and I mess with her. And I love her energy. She just be keeping it real. And that's what the people need. The Hood Healer is definitely just like Young Pharaoh, and that's what the people need. I saw a video about her on Twitter. Somebody had posted it, and they had said, y'all really follow y'all follow her. And they were throwing dirt on her, and I watched the video and she didn't say nothing wrong. It's just I'm gonna say it, sensitive Sallys that aren't ready for the truth. It is, and I mad respect her. That's just, and it just makes me so happy seeing more spiritual people that are truly just okay with saying the truth. They're not scared. They'll say what they have to say. They don't care who supports it. I mess with her. Yeah, she's not homophobic. She's just blunt. She calls it how it is. All right. Okay. Oh, he was attacking her? I don't know. See, I don't keep up with the drama. I really don't. I don't keep up with the drama. He was attacking her? What the freak? No way. Oh, man. Is she an Aries? I don't know, but you know, if you talk to her, tell her that I mess with her. I bang with her. Hey, I support. Okay, but I have no idea what happened between them. Not even with the drama. She's a Virgo? That makes a lot of sense. I'm dating a Virgo, and some people can't handle Virgo's honesty, but look, I tell everybody, get you a Virgo in your corner. They keep it real. They keep it real, and they tell you things that, you know, in the moment you might not want to hear it, but you need to hear it type stuff. So, much love to her. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Bahati Life, she's lit, she's awesome, she's dope. Okay, so shout out to her. She's a Virgo. I know she's a Virgo. I know that she's a Virgo. Yeah, she's lit, she's beautiful as well. But I mean, both of those women are beautiful. So with that being said, talking like Young Pharaoh be saying, with that being said, all love. But I'm out of here, family. I'm going to go to the stove. Stay blessed up. Do everything that came through today. Cleanse, recharge, okay? What are you releasing? What's holding you back? What needs to change? All right? What needs to change? What do you need to surrender from? Excuse me. Oop, I'm all up in the camera. Ooh, all right. So I'm out of here. Peace, love. And I'm gonna leave this video up. F it. Oop, no, not y'all. Not y'all. I was just talking to the sensitive Sallys. All right. All love. All love. All right. Bye. Moldavite. Yay, yay.